Yet another thing that I find kind of frustrating is when people walk by our horses and they make these like crazy negative comments about them that I feel like I can best put it into perspective comparing our horses with a dog. Sometimes people make these comments while they're walking their dog. So I'll just kind of throw it back at them so that maybe they will be like, oh, wait, yeah, I'm saying something that makes no sense. One time, actually, there was a girl with a dog here, and she was just kind of like, this is animal abuse, and these horses aren't treated well, and whatever, that kind of stuff. And I started, like, not following her, but, like, like, yelling after her, basically. And I'm like, really? Because, your dog doesn't look very clean. Do you abuse that dog? I think you abuse that dog. He doesn't look clean. You just let him just roll around and, all that kind of stuff. She just kind of ran away from me. But so sometimes someone with a dog will say something about our horses like, that horse shouldn't be in the city. It's like, well, that dog shouldn't be in the city. That horse shouldn't have, his harness on him. Well, that dog shouldn't have a leash on him then. Like anything you could say about our domesticated animals, our domesticated horses, you can say about domesticated dogs. Sometimes also they're just like, I feel so bad for that dog, or that's what I'll say, I feel so bad for that horse, so yeah, I feel bad for that dog, all that kind of stuff. Like, maybe just like put the word dog in place, and then maybe you can realize how silly some of you sound, and set that dog free, all of that. Like, it's just so, like, I don't know how to compare this to you otherwise. And also the misreading about our horses can be compared with other animals. For example, if a dog is wagging their tail, they're happy, generally, basically. And then if a cat is wagging their tail, that doesn't mean happy, that means angry. So with horses, they also express themselves differently. And ways that they express themselves don't mean the same thing that it means for other animals. Lowered head, ears tilted back, that's not sad, that's not tired, that's happy and relaxed for a horse. Might be sad, might be tired for a human, for a dog, something like that. It's different in a horse. And most people, when they walk by a dog, are like, that's a cute dog. That's it. They keep going. So how come when most people walk by our horses, although some of them do, they're not just like, that's a cute horse, and keep walking? Why would you think negative? Is there really just that much BS out there in the internet that you cannot think for yourself anymore? Is that what's happening? I don't know if you ever saw this one, but there is a lot of elitism in the horse world, and I really think this kind of sums up the way some horse people think about our horses and the way we actually think about them. I always feel kind of bad and sad for the horses that are just standing around in pastures without any people, without any work. That's what some people say they want for our horses, but I always think kind of like, oh, that poor horse, in a way. I mean, of course, any horse, with a home and care and everything's better than one just out on their own, but that's always been my kind of thinking when I see that. Or the lesson horses that, just work with their person a couple days a week. There's no way they have the same kind of bond that those horses have with those people as our horses have with us, working with us all the time.